I've been an adoption ambassador 3 times. And the first time was a dog that you'd walk by and you probably didn't want to take the dog out because he was jumping up and down, he was happy. I noticed that that dog always had a smile on his face. And when I took him home, I always joke that when he sleeps, he smiles. He has a smile on his face when he's sleeping. Like, why is nobody getting this dog? And so I was able to get enough information about that dog and take him out in public and take him to events to where he ultimately ended up getting adopted. With a great family, they were sending me Christmas photos of him in front of the Christmas tree, and it's like, man, this is the greatest feeling. I didn't adopt the dog, I just helped the dog transition from here to a place where it was going to be his permanent home. And it was the greatest feeling. My name's Mike Young. I own a company that cleans out homes, and I started bringing the shelter several donations. We'd have dog kennels, we'd have blankets, we'd have sheets, we'd have dog treats, we'd have all types of stuff that you would normally find in any type of animal shelters. One day I just said, "Are you guys looking for volunteers?" And they said, "Sure." So at that point they didn't really have a lot of structure for the volunteers. It was just normally walking dogs outside, playing with them, helping get more acclimated. And when families would come in and they were socialized better, they were more likely to get adopted. And then I realized some of the other volunteers that had more experience were doing social media posts and had a lot of behavioral observations. And I said, let me try that. I'm not going to be as good as they are, but let me try it and just see what happens. And then this more formal system came in place. We started working with people that wanted to work in the shelter, outside the shelter. Rescues were looking for information for dogs, and it just became this whole little world in and of itself. And how many dogs can we get out of here? How many dogs can we help advocate for that may not have the attention for social media attention or pictures or videos or anything like that? So normally I'll come in, I'll look at our Trello board and see which dogs don't have any information at all. And some of the dogs are being highlighted for rescue, and if we can get information on those dogs faster, then a rescue is more likely to pull those dogs quicker. Every single dog that leaves out of here has an opportunity to bring another dog in instead of, unfortunately, euthanize them for space because there's not enough space. And so we all understand the incredible importance of advocating, but also advocating for each dog. And how do we improve it? How can we do more? How can we get the less likely to be adopted dogs in front of the public so that hopefully somebody sees them and connects with them and ultimately leaves with them? We have a Slumber Buddies program. We have an Adoption Ambassador program. We have these programs that are designed to get more information for specific dogs so that we can hopefully match them not only with a family, but the right family. There was a dog named Legend, and Legend was one of the dogs you would see the dog in the kennel, and the dog would not stop shaking. And the dog's eyes were just huge and just scared out of his mind. And prior to a lot of the efforts that Columbia Animal Services put in place, this was a dog they would look at and say, it's probably more humane to euthanize this dog than give him a chance. And so because of the programs like Slumber Buddies, I happened to take that dog home for a couple of nights. He started coming out of his shell after the second night. We brought him back up here after 2 nights, and he was actually showing his true side. He was showing hope again. He was wagging his tail. He was actually engaging with people. It wasn't a major turnaround, but it was enough to get him from being scared to being adoptable. I like to make these little cheesy videos for the dogs that show, here's my Adoption Ambassador story, or here's my Slumber Buddy story, here's my Doggy Day Out story. Just do little clips about the dog and tell their story, put it out on social media, and the right person saw that and said, I want that dog. And she came up from North Carolina and adopted the dog. That was a dog that you almost look at and say, he's hopeless. And those are the dogs I want to go out and say, let's get him help. We need people to share social media posts. We need people to just simply come out and take pictures. We need people to make videos of some of the dogs. You don't have to go in with major aspirations. It's just, I want to help this is the time I have allotted and this is what I'm willing to do. You can walk into an animal shelter, make the change in a dog's life that they may not have gotten that opportunity to have. And then once you see that first success, then you almost expect it. And then the whole attitude of everybody changes. Like, yes, we can, as a team, we can do this. We can do it more effectively. And our goal is to get all of them out. And we'll be there one day. The euthanization numbers are going down, and we think that there probably is a correlation between the teamwork that we put together with CAS and with the volunteers and the amount of dogs that are able to get marketed and leave here and not come back. You know, as a team, we can learn from each other and try to get as many of these dogs out. Because, I mean, we have some amazing dogs here. And we know tomorrow there's going to be more amazing dogs coming in. So just simply being part of that process is, you know, it's the ultimate prize is to be part of that.